Did you know that flying as a senior comes with some amazing perks? That's right, airlines are rolling out the red carpet for travelers age 60, 65, and beyond. Whether you're a seasoned jet setter or planning your first trip in years, there are plenty of free goodies and insider tips to make your journey more comfortable, enjoyable, and stress-free. In 2024, seniors made up a whopping 37% of all travelers, and airlines are eager to keep you happy. From U.S. carriers to international airlines, there are hidden perks and travel hacks you might not even know about. Think free upgrades, special assistance, and even complimentary snacks or entertainment options tailored just for you. We're here to share 25 totally free things you can ask for on your next flight. It's like having a travel buddy who knows all the secrets to flying smarter and more comfortably. So if you love travel tips and want to make the most of your next adventure, hit that thumbs up and subscribe for more. Let's dive into these senior-friendly travel hacks and make your 2025 flights the best yet. 25. Stay hydrated with free water and more. Flying can be dehydrating, and staying hydrated is one of the simplest ways to feel better during and after your flight. The good news? Water is always free on flights, and you don't have to settle for those tiny cups they hand out. Here's a little secret. You can politely ask for the whole bottle of water or even a full can of soda, and most flight attendants will happily oblige. They'd much rather keep you hydrated than have you feeling unwell in the dry cabin air. Don't be shy about ringing that call bell if you need another drink. Flight attendants are there to help, and they understand how important hydration is, especially for seniors. Pro tip, many airlines also offer complimentary coffee and tea, so if you're on an early morning flight or need a little pick-me-up, don't hesitate to ask. Just remember to balance caffeine with water to avoid feeling even more dehydrated. If you're on a long-haul flight, staying hydrated becomes even more critical. Bring along your own reusable water bottle and ask the crew to fill it up for you. Not only is this eco-friendly, but it also saves you from having to ask for multiple refills. Staying hydrated is one of the easiest and most overlooked ways to make your flight more comfortable, and the best part? It's completely free. 24. Second helpings of snacks and meals. Feeling a little hungry mid-flight? Here's a tip that not everyone knows. You can often score extra snacks or even a second meal at no additional cost just by asking. Most airlines, especially non-budget carriers, provide at least a snack on flights, and on longer journeys they serve full meals. Once everyone has been served, you can politely inquire if there are any leftovers. Flight attendants often have extra pretzels, cookies, or even sandwiches that they're happy to share. They won't announce it, but they'd much rather see the food enjoyed than wasted. If you loved those Biscoff cookies or the snack mix, don't hesitate to ask if there are extras. The worst they can say is no, and best case scenario, you get double the snacks and become the envy of your row. On long-haul flights, this tip is especially useful. After the initial meal service, there's often a stash of extra meals or snacks in the galley. Politely ask if there's anything left, and you might just score a second helping. This is particularly helpful for seniors who may need smaller, more frequent meals to stay comfortable during the flight. So go ahead, ask for that extra cookie or sandwich. You've earned it. 23. Blankets and pillows to keep cozy. Airplanes can get chilly, and those thin airline blankets sometimes feel like they're made of tissue paper. But here's the good news. You can always ask for an extra blanket or pillow to stay warm and comfortable. Many airlines stock additional blankets and pillows, especially on international flights where comfort items are more standard. For seniors who often feel the cold more acutely or need extra support for their lower back, this can be a game changer. The second blanket can double as a cushion or even a makeshift footrest. Flight attendants understand the importance of keeping passengers cozy, and they won't charge you a dime for these extras. If you're flying on a domestic carrier that doesn't automatically provide blankets, don't hesitate to ask if they have any available. More often than not, they'll find one for you. And if you're on a red-eye or overnight flight, having an extra pillow can make all the difference in getting some rest. Staying warm and comfortable during your flight is not just a luxury, it's a necessity, and it's completely free. 22. Sanitizer, wipes, and masks. Your clean travel kit. In today's world, hygiene is more important than ever, especially when you're traveling. The good news is that airlines have stepped up their game when it comes to cleanliness, and they're more than happy to provide you with sanitizing wipes, hand sanitizer, or even a spare face mask if you need one. Want to wipe down your tray table or armrest? Just ask a flight attendant for an alcohol wipe. They usually carry a stash for passenger requests and will gladly hand one over. It's not about being a germaphobe, it's about being smart, especially during cold and flu season. A quick wipe down can make you feel more comfortable and give you peace of mind. Some airlines even have extra face masks on hand, so if you forgot yours or need a fresh one, don't hesitate to ask. Flight attendants understand that clean hands and a clean space can make a big difference in your travel experience. So go ahead, ask for that sanitizing wipe or squirt of hand sanitizer. It's a small request that can make a big impact on your comfort and health during the flight. 21. Free earbuds or headphones. Forgot your headphones at home? Don't worry, you're not doomed to a silent flight. Most airlines provide free earbuds or headphones if you ask. While they might not be the highest quality, they'll do the job so you can enjoy the in-flight entertainment or listen to some music. If the crew doesn't automatically hand them out, it's perfectly fine to ask. In fact, airlines want you to use the entertainment system, and they know you can't do that without headphones. It's actually in their best interest to provide them for free, so don't hesitate to flag down a flight attendant and let them know you need a pair. Bonus tip: on overnight or long-haul flights, some airlines also carry earplugs and eye masks. If you're sensitive to noise or light, ask if they have these items available. They're usually happy to help, and it can make your flight much more comfortable. Whether it's earbuds, earplugs, or an eye mask, these small comforts can make a big difference, and they won't cost you a thing. 20. Amenity kits on long flights. Flying overseas or taking a long red-eye flight, you might be eligible for a little extra comfort in the form of an amenity kit. These handy pouches, often filled with first-class toiletries and small luxuries, aren't just reserved for first-class passengers. Many international airlines offer them to economy travelers on long-haul flights, and if they're not automatically provided, you can always ask for one. For example, Qantas provides economy passengers with a kit that includes essentials like a toothbrush, toothpaste, an eye mask, and earplugs. Emirates takes it a step further, offering socks, dental items, an eye mask, and even a bookmark in their amenity kits. These thoughtful extras can make a long flight much more comfortable, especially for seniors who may want to freshen up mid-flight. If you board your flight and don't see an amenity kit waiting at your seat, don't hesitate to politely ask a flight attendant if there are any extras available. Sometimes they have spares from business class or unclaimed kits that they're happy to share. Even if a full kit isn't available, you can request specific items like a toothbrush, comb, or even a pair of socks. These small comforts can make a big difference, especially on flights lasting 8 hours or more. So, the next time you're settling in for a long journey, remember to ask about amenity kits. It's a little luxury that's completely free and can make your flight feel just a bit more special. 19. Switch seats if there's space. Let's face it, nobody loves being stuck in a middle seat or sitting too close to the restroom. But here's a tip: if there are open seats on your flight, you can often switch to a better spot for free. Once boarding is complete and the cabin doors are closed, take a look around to see if there are any empty rows or more desirable seats available. Politely ask a flight attendant if it's okay to move. Most of the time, they'll be happy to let you switch within the same cabin. You might score an aisle seat, a window seat, or even an entire row to yourself. Just be sure to avoid premium or exit row seats unless you've specifically been given permission, as these often come with extra fees or restrictions. For seniors, having a little extra space can make a big difference in comfort, especially on longer flights. If you're traveling on a lightly filled flight, flight attendants may even encourage passengers to spread out for a more comfortable experience. Don't be afraid to ask. It's a simple request that could turn a cramped flight into a much more enjoyable journey. Remember, the key is to be polite and wait until the crew has finished their initial duties, like ensuring everyone is seated and the plane is ready for takeoff. A quick conversation with a flight attendant could land you a much better seat. And the best part? It won't cost you a penny. 18. Wing pins and kid goodies. Not just for kids. Remember those little junior pilot wing pins that airlines used to hand out to kids? Well, they're still around, and here's the fun part. They're not just for kids anymore. If you're feeling nostalgic or want a unique souvenir for yourself or a grandchild, you can ask a flight attendant for a wing pin or even a kid's activity pack. Many airlines, like Delta, have brought back wing pins as a charming way to engage passengers. Some airlines also offer coloring books, puzzles, or small toys as part of their kids' kits. These items are perfect if you're visiting family and want to surprise your grandkids with a little something special, or if you're young at heart, you can keep the wing pin as a fun memento of your trip. The key is to ask politely. A simple, "Do you happen to have any wing pins or kids' kits?" can go a long way. Not all airlines stock them, but many do, especially on longer flights. It's a small gesture that can make your flight feel a bit more special and memorable. So whether you're collecting a keepsake for yourself or bringing a smile to a loved one's face, don't hesitate to ask about these little goodies. It's a delightful way to add a touch of fun to your journey, and it's completely free. 17. Basic first aid and medicine. Minor in-flight issues like headaches, motion sickness, or small cuts can happen to anyone, but there's no need to worry. Airlines are equipped with basic first aid kits, and flight attendants are trained to assist with minor medical needs. The best part? These services are completely free. If you're feeling unwell, don't hesitate to let a flight attendant know. They can provide items like aspirin, ibuprofen, antacids, motion sickness tablets, bandages, antiseptic wipes, and even cough drops. Need an air sickness bag or an ice pack for swelling? They've got you covered. While the supplies may be limited, they're there to ensure your comfort and safety during the flight. For seniors, this can be especially reassuring. While it's always a good idea to bring your own preferred medications, it's comforting to know that help is available if something unexpected comes up. Flight attendants are trained to handle a variety of situations and are more than happy to assist. So if you find yourself in need of a little medical help mid-flight, don't hesitate to ask. Your health and comfort are a priority, and the crew is there to make sure you have a safe and pleasant journey. 16. Meals for special diets. If you have specific dietary needs, airlines are more than happy to accommodate you, and it won't cost you a thing. Whether you require a low-sodium meal, a diabetic-friendly option, or a gluten-free dish, you can request a special meal when booking your flight. Most airlines just need 24 to 48 hours notice to prepare your meal. For seniors who may be watching their salt or sugar intake, this service can be a literal lifesaver. Special meals are often prepared with extra care and attention to dietary restrictions, ensuring that you can enjoy your in-flight dining experience without worry. Forgot to request a special meal in advance? Don't panic. You can still ask the flight attendants if they have any alternative snacks or spare meals available. While options may be limited, the crew will do their best to accommodate your needs. The key is to speak up. Airlines understand the importance of catering to dietary requirements, and they want to ensure that all passengers have a comfortable and enjoyable flight. So, whether you're planning ahead or making a last-minute request, don't hesitate to ask for a meal that suits your needs. 15. Pre-boarding and early boarding privileges. Why wrestle your way through a crowded jet bridge when you don't have to? One of the best free perks for senior travelers is early boarding, and it's a game changer for a stress-free start to your flight. Nearly all airlines offer pre-boarding privileges to passengers who need a little extra time or assistance to get settled. If you're slower moving, use a cane, or simply feel more comfortable boarding without the rush, this perk is for you. All you need to do is inform the gate agent before boarding begins. They'll happily add you to the pre-boarding group, allowing you to board before the general crowd. This isn't just a courtesy, it's a right. Under U.S. regulations, airlines are required to accommodate passengers who request extra time to board, and this isn't limited to wheelchair users. Seniors who need a few extra minutes to navigate the jet bridge or situate themselves in their seat are fully entitled to this service. The benefits of early boarding go beyond avoiding the rush. You'll have first dibs on overhead bin space, giving you plenty of room to stow your carry-on without the stress of competing for space. Plus, you'll have a calmer, more relaxed experience as you settle into your seat. If you're traveling with a companion like a spouse or caregiver, they'll typically be allowed to board with you as well. This simple, free courtesy can make a world of difference, especially for seniors who value a stress-free travel experience. So, the next time you're flying, don't hesitate to request pre-boarding. It's a small step that leads to a much smoother journey. 14. Help stowing luggage and getting settled. Overhead bins can be tricky, especially for seniors. Lifting a bag above your shoulders can strain your muscles or even lead to injury. But here's the good news. You don't have to do it alone. Flight attendants and airport staff are there to help, and they're trained to assist passengers with mobility challenges at no extra cost. Under U.S. regulations, airline crew members are required to assist passengers who need help stowing their luggage. If you're worried about lifting your carry-on into the overhead bin, simply ask a flight attendant for assistance. They're trained to lift safely and do it often, so don't hesitate to make the request. But the help doesn't stop there. Flight attendants can also assist with other tasks, like fastening your seatbelt, opening meal packaging, or retrieving items from your bag mid-flight. If you need help getting down the jet bridge or settling into your seat, airport staff can provide assistance as well. Think of it as having a friendly, helpful butler in the sky. Their job is to make your flight as comfortable and stress-free as possible, and they're more than happy to help. So, the next time you're flying, don't struggle with your luggage or hesitate to ask for assistance. It's a free service that can make your journey much more enjoyable. 13. Seat preference accommodations. Need an aisle seat for easy bathroom access? Prefer to sit near the front of the plane to deplane quicker? Airlines are often willing to accommodate seat preferences for seniors, especially if it's for comfort or health reasons, and they'll do it without charging extra fees. When booking your flight or checking in, mention any seating needs related to mobility or medical conditions. Many seniors prefer to sit near the lavatory or at the front of the plane, where it's easier to board and exit. Airlines typically reserve some of these seats for passengers with special requests, even if they're labeled as preferred or would normally cost extra. If you didn't make a request during booking, don't worry. You can still ask at the gate if a more convenient seat is available. Gate agents are often able to reassign seats to accommodate your needs, especially if you explain why it's important. For example, if you have difficulty climbing over other passengers, they'll do their best to find you an aisle seat. The key is to ask politely and explain your situation. Airlines don't want you to be uncomfortable or risk a fall, so they're usually happy to help. This simple request can make a big difference in your travel experience, and the best part? It's completely free! 12. Keeping your companion close. Seating requests for spouses or caregivers. Traveling with a spouse, family member, or caregiver? You shouldn't have to pay extra to sit together, even if the airline tries to charge for seat selection. Under the Air Carrier Access Act, passengers with disabilities including age, mobility, or vision hearing issues are entitled to have their companion seated next to them at no additional cost. If you're booking your flight and notice that the only available seats are separated, don't panic. Call the airline's special assistance line and explain your situation. Airlines are required to make reasonable accommodations, which may include rearranging other passengers to ensure you and your companion can sit together. Even if you're already at the airport, you can still make this request at the check-in counter or gate. Politely explain that you need to sit with your companion for assistance or peace of mind, and most airlines will do their best to accommodate you. Some carriers, like Air France, even waive fees for seat changes in these situations. This free service ensures that you and your travel companion can enjoy a stress-free journey together. Whether it's your spouse, a family member, or a caregiver, sitting side by side makes all the difference, especially for seniors who may need a little extra help during the flight. 11. Vision and hearing assistance. Airlines have made significant strides in providing services for passengers with vision or hearing impairments, and seniors can absolutely take advantage of these free accommodations. If you have low vision, you can request a Braille or large print safety briefing card. Many airlines now carry these as part of their standard equipment. Flight attendants are also trained to provide verbal descriptions of the safety demonstration or to personally brief you one-on-one if you can't see the video clearly. For those who are hard of hearing, you can ask the crew to ensure you're informed of any announcements. They can come to your seat to explain important updates or even provide written notes for things like gate changes or delays. In-flight entertainment systems on many airlines now include closed captioning for movies and TV shows. If you're unsure how to turn it on, just ask a flight attendant for help. Airlines like Delta and Alaska even detail their services for deaf or blind travelers on their websites so you can plan ahead. These accommodations are there to ensure your comfort and safety, and they're completely free. Whether it's a Braille safety card or a flight attendant making sure you don't miss the beverage service, don't hesitate to ask for the help you need. 10. Gate passes for companions. Navigating a busy airport can be overwhelming, but did you know that airlines will issue a gate pass to your family member or friend to escort you, even if they're not flying? This free service allows your companion to accompany you through security and right up to the boarding gate, providing peace of mind and extra assistance. To get a gate pass, simply go to the airline check-in counter with your companion and request one. They'll need to show a valid ID, and once approved, they can join you through security and stay with you until it's time to board. This is especially helpful for seniors who may need extra help navigating the terminal or just want the comfort of having a loved one nearby. On the flip side, if you're arriving at your destination and worried about getting lost in a large airport, a family member can also get a gate pass to meet you at the arrival gate. Most U.S. airports allow this for seniors or passengers with disabilities, but it's a good idea to coordinate with the airline in advance. Typically, only one person can get a gate pass due to TSA rules, so choose the best helper for the job. Having someone walk you to your seat, or at least to the plane door, can make all the difference. It's a simple, free service that ensures a smoother, more comfortable travel experience. 9. Wheelchair and cart service at airports. Navigating a massive airport can feel like a marathon, but here's a lifesaver for senior travelers. Wheelchair and cart services are completely free and designed to make your journey stress-free. If the thought of trekking through long terminals or bustling crowds sounds overwhelming, you can arrange for a wheelchair or even an electric cart ride to get you where you need to go. The process is simple. When booking your flight, or at least 48 hours before departure, request wheelchair assistance. Airlines and airports will mark your reservation, ensuring that a trained assistant is ready to help as soon as you arrive. They'll wheel you from the ticket counter, through security, and all the way to your gate. If you have a connecting flight, they'll shuttle you between gates as well, so you don't have to worry about navigating unfamiliar terminal. Not a fan of wheelchairs? Many airports also have electric carts buzzing around, and you can request a ride on one of those instead. This service isn't just for those who can't walk, it's for anyone who finds the distances challenging. Airports like Atlanta or JFK can be exhausting even for younger travelers. So don't hesitate to take advantage of this free service. Another bonus? If you're traveling with a companion, they can usually accompany you on the cart or with the wheelchair attendant. Plus, you'll often get to board the plane early, giving you extra time to settle in. So, don't tough it out unnecessarily. These mobility aids are there to make your journey as smooth and comfortable as possible. And they won't cost you a dime. Check-in of mobility devices. If you rely on a mobility aid like a cane, walker, manual wheelchair, or electric scooter, here's some great news. You can bring it along and check it for free. Airlines don't count assisted devices toward your baggage limits, and they won't charge you any fees for them. That means you can bring your mobility aid in addition to your regular luggage without worrying about extra costs. Typically, you can use your wheelchair or cane throughout the airport, right up to the aircraft door. Once you're ready to board, the staff will tag your device and stow it in the cargo hold. When you land, it'll be waiting for you at the gate, so you can continue using it immediately. This process is seamless and ensures that your mobility needs are met every step of the way. Some airlines, like United, even offer onboard stowage for folding wheelchairs. If you'd prefer to keep your wheelchair with you, just request this service early, as space is limited and available on a first-come, first-served basis. And it's not just mobility aids. Medical equipment like CPAP machines or portable oxygen concentrators also fly free. You're even allowed an extra carry-on for these items, so you don't have to sacrifice your personal belongings. The takeaway? Don't pay baggage fees for necessary equipment. Airlines are required to accommodate your mobility and medical needs, ensuring that you and your gear arrive safely and without extra costs. It's one less thing to worry about, so you can focus on enjoying your trip. 7. TSA Fast Track for ages 75 and up. Here's a government freebie that makes flying easier for seniors. If you're 75 or older, TSA offers a few perks to make the security process less stressful. Seniors in this age group are allowed to keep their shoes and light jackets on during screening, saving you the hassle of bending down or removing layers. This small but significant exemption can make a big difference, especially if you have mobility challenges or joint pain. If something does set off the metal detector, TSA agents might ask you to remove your shoes for further inspection, but this is usually the exception rather than the rule. In most cases, you'll sail through security with minimal hassle. Some airports even have special senior lanes, or will pull you aside for expedited screening, making the process even smoother. Another perk? If you have trouble standing for long periods, you can request to be screened while sitting down. TSA agents can also perform a manual pat-down instead of requiring you to go through the body scanner. These accommodations are designed to make the security process as comfortable as possible for older travelers. The best part? You don't need to sign up for anything or pay a fee. This is an automatic benefit for travelers aged 75 and up. So, the next time you're at the airport, don't hesitate to remind the TSA agents of your senior status. Keep those comfy shoes on, breeze through security, and enjoy a less stressful start to your journey. 6. TSA Passenger Support Specialists. Let's face it, airport security can be one of the most stressful parts of travel. But did you know there's a free service designed to make it easier for seniors? TSA Passenger Support Specialists are specially trained staff members who can assist you through the screening process, ensuring that everything goes smoothly. If you're feeling anxious about the scanners, have medical devices like an insulin pump or knee implant, or simply need a bit more guidance, you can request a passenger support specialist. These individuals are patient, knowledgeable, and accustomed to working with travelers who have special needs or concerns. They'll walk you through each step of the process, explain what to expect, and even handle your carry-ons if needed. You can arrange for this service in advance by calling the TSA Cares program a few days before your trip, However, it's also perfectly fine to request a specialist on the spot. Just let a TSA officer know that you'd like assistance, and they'll either assign someone to help you or call over a specialist. Think of it as having a personal concierge for security. While you'll still need to go through the screening process, having someone by your side can make it far less intimidating. Whether it's explaining the X-ray process, ensuring your medical devices are handled properly, or simply offering moral support, these specialists are there to help. And the best part? It's completely free. 5. Assistance with tight connections and short layovers. Short layovers can be stressful, especially when you're navigating a large airport or dealing with unexpected delays. But here's the good news. Airlines offer free assistance to help you make those tight connections, and all you have to do is ask. If you're worried about making it to your next flight on time, let the flight crew or gate agent know as soon as possible. They can arrange for a wheelchair, electric cart, or even a dedicated staff member to meet you as you deplane and escort you to your next gate. This service is especially helpful in sprawling airports like Atlanta or Dallas, where gates can be miles apart. The staff will ensure you get to your connecting flight as quickly and smoothly as possible, saving you the stress of rushing through crowded terminals. In some cases, airlines might even hold the next flight briefly if they know a senior passenger is on the way. While this isn't guaranteed, it's worth communicating your needs to the crew. They're there to help. If you're traveling with a companion, they can often accompany you during the transfer, making the process even easier. The key is to speak up and let the airline know you need assistance. By doing so, you can turn what might feel like a frantic, stressful connection into a smooth and supported transfer. And the best part? This service is completely free, so don't hesitate to take advantage of it. 4. Meal vouchers and hotel stays during delays. Flight delays and cancellations are never fun, but did you know that airlines often provide free meal vouchers or hotel stays when you're stuck? The trick is knowing to ask. If your flight is delayed by 3 or more hours or pushed to the next day, head to the gate agent and politely inquire about compensation. Many airlines quietly hand out meal vouchers, usually worth $12.00 to $15.00 for airport food to passengers who approach the desk. These vouchers can cover a hot meal or snacks while you wait, making the delay a little more bearable. If your flight is canceled and the delay requires an overnight stay, airlines will often provide a free hotel room, along with meal and transportation vouchers. This is especially true if the delay is the airline's fault, such as a mechanical issue, rather than weather. Keep in mind that airlines may not always volunteer this information, especially in the US, so you might need to nudge them. Be courteous but firm and ask if they're providing accommodations or meal vouchers. The worst they can say is no, but more often than not, you'll walk away with a free hot meal or a comfy bed on the airline's dime. This simple request can save you a lot of money and make an otherwise frustrating situation much more manageable. 3. Senior discounts on airfares. Did you know that some airlines still offer senior discounts on tickets? While these deals aren't as widely advertised as they used to be, they're still out there if you know where to look. In the US, major carriers like United, Delta, and American Airlines offer senior fares on select routes for passengers aged 65 and older. These discounts typically provide around 10% off or come with more flexible booking conditions, such as easier changes or cancellations. To access these fares, you'll often need to call the airline directly or select a 65+ option when booking online. While senior fares may not always beat the cheapest web specials, they're worth checking out, especially if you value flexibility. Internationally, the discounts can be even more generous. For example, Air India offers a whopping 50% off base fares for Indian citizens aged 60 and older on domestic flights. Other airlines around the world have similar policies, so it's always worth asking about senior rates when booking your trip. The moral of the story? Don't leave money on the table. Even a 5-10% discount adds up, especially for frequent travelers. Always check an airline's policy or ask if they have a senior rate. You might be pleasantly surprised by the savings. 2. AARP and other membership perks. If you're 50 or older, being part of certain organizations can unlock significant savings on airfare. One of the best examples is AARP, which offers exclusive travel discounts to its members. For instance, British Airways provides up to $200.00 off business class tickets and $65.00 off economy fares for AARP members. These discounts are essentially free money, and all you have to do is book through the AARP travel portal to take advantage of them. But AARP isn't the only organization offering perks. Some veteran or retiree groups also partner with airlines to provide special deals for their members. It's worth keeping an eye out for these opportunities as they can lead to substantial savings on your next trip. The AARP discount alone is a gem that many people overlook. If you're already a member, make sure to flash that membership number when booking your flight. And if you're not a member yet, consider joining. It's a small investment that can pay off big time in travel savings. Whether you're flying domestically or internationally, these membership perks can make a noticeable difference in your travel budget. 1. A free companion ticket in special cases. Here's a little-known perk that could make a big difference. In certain cases, airlines might let a companion fly for free to assist you. For example, in Canada, the one-person, one-fare policy allows passengers with disabilities to bring a support person on domestic flights at no additional cost. This means that if you require assistance during your journey, your companion's ticket is covered. While U.S. airlines don't go quite that far, they do ensure that a required caregiver can sit right next to you at no extra cost. If you need someone to travel with you for your well-being, it's important to inform the airline when booking your flight. They may not offer a free ticket, but they might provide unpublished discounts or other accommodations to make the trip more affordable. The key is to communicate your needs clearly. Airlines are often more accommodating than you might expect, especially when it comes to ensuring the safety and comfort of their passengers. Whether it's a free extra seat in Canada or a stress-free seating arrangement in the U.S., don't hesitate to ask about your options. You might be surprised by how willing airlines are to help, especially when it comes to senior travelers.